I'm Margaret in Windsor, and the first tape I put up was 19 minute, and it's I don't know. Last part of it I just put up. Uh, I was telling about the auric that someone was nice enough to make a gift of to me. And I know if I went down to Auric here, I think they still have an Auric store here. Um, it would cost me $400. Well, I was so happy to get it because I'm allergic to chemicals, toxic fumes. I've been force fed them and I've told everybody and I've been called names and everybody knows I couldn't make this up. And right now, the last couple of months, I've managed to get some, with a little help, a few things back together, which I don't have anywhere to go. Um, really, but I know I've got to get out of here after last night and this morning. It's been done at such a high level to me because of who I am that people can boo-hoo it when they know it's true, what's going on and happened to me. People have gotten wealthy off of my health, believe you me. They wouldn't put their child or wife through one moment of what's been done to me being done to me. And they can hear me outside if they want to. They know. Anyway, I was so glad to get the auric and put it up. Well, I was okay the first day and night, and then the next night all hell broke loose. I already had fumes in here, but it was just horrible. I couldn't use it. I was gone a little bit of the day walking, so they can come in and out of my room and have everywhere I've gone. I don't have any privacy, anything. I've told this what happened through the years. Um, anyway, I know that I've got to go. I can't go to the woods. Last time I went up there, that used to be my sanction, if you call it a sanction, starving and freezing. Now I can't go there anymore. So, when they say land of the free and home of the brave and civil rights, I'm going to put this in. The other tape that I put some stuff in, maybe it was better that something happened to it. I don't know. Anyway. Oprah Winfrey and her friend is on CBS, the anchor in the morning. I've forgotten her name. Anyway, Oprah is going to interview Harry and Meghan. I told you they were playing the black card, race card. She's biracial. This was put together some time ago. I was told this, only wasn't told it was Meghan Markle, back in 2010. Now, you can talk about, I'm going to get to this because I've been filled full of fumes and they're bad. This has all been made, and I realize now it's gotten too bad. I'm going to be damaged beyond getting out of here. I don't know where I go. If I pull this outside, I guess they'll, whatever they do with it. But they sure ruined a $400 auric, which I needed all along. I had one a few years ago, but it cost me back then $150 because it was a display when they cleaned up for me. But it helped. It's the only thing that helped. You have to stay away from the fumes. So I think I was talking to one of the people on the phone the last couple of weeks about the noise going on upstairs. It's been going on, dumping the trash over. It's a balcony up there over my stuff. So I don't know. People have done things just because it's a joke, what they're doing to me. When they find out that I'm British and brought over here and my kids born over here, they don't care what happened to us. But this isn't just the good old boys of the South you like to blame for them for being prejudiced or being hate crimes and all this. A lot of this is programmed. And the Yankees aren't any better than the Southerners. I realize that some of the Southerners I thought would at least be kind of friends aren't. after this, I don't know what went on upstairs. I just know that, but it makes me look like if I tell it that, you know, people say what they want to say and do what they want to do. For the last month, 2 months, they've been furniture. What do you do with furniture across the floor all night long? Weird. I mentioned this to someone I was talking to the last couple of times on the phone and on texting. And they threw garbage over, deliberately smoke, threw garbage over down it in front of me. It's upstairs. I heard them the last couple of nights, but the fumes have been in here. I can't use the air conditioned heating. I've never been able to use them where I go. I've taken pictures of the black mold. It's hideous. Most people don't even look at air conditioned heating as they stay here at night, and or they're giving me the rooms. The only thing they'll tell me is they can move me to another room. Obviously now they mean for me to get out or I won't be alive. So I'm rambling, so they can be used against me rather than, well, I hated about the Oric. I thought that was my salvation here. Back to Charlottesville and some of the, I want to say this about prejudice and hate crimes. It's been a hate crime against me since the day I was born, really, and brought over here, and nobody wants to tell it because it would kind of dismantle everything, the myth that you're the good guys. And what they did upstairs, I don't know. But a couple of nights ago, I guess it was, you could hear them like dangling something down deliberately so I'd hear it in the wall here. All I know is they don't have the plugs up like they're supposed to be, the outside against the wall holding the plugs in so you can't get into the wall is down. That seems to be this morning where some of these fumes came from that I was asleep, and man, I am in trouble. I know that now. I was last night, and I had the Oric on, and it doesn't work. I mean, it works, but it's that bad. So this got to be bad. There's different ways putting odors and toxic. They done that over the years. Run me. I can't, I don't even know if today they'd give me another room. They run me to another room, and I've been to just about everyone on this side here. It'd be the same thing waiting for me. And go to another motel. I think I've been to all that I can halfway afford. I don't know what else. Things are quiet out there. I'm sure they know I'm doing this video. I hope I make it. I put something up on the other one that, and it's gone. I don't know if it's my fault or what happened. I didn't get to put it up. But I told about something that happened back May the 6th of 2013. I was living at Quality Inn. Lived there for about 14 months, I believe. Anyway, this guy, last name's Boyle. He worked for, I can't remember. I remember the drive and everything was on it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He kind of befriended me when I was up on the trail or camped. And he would walk up there on his lunch break, and he had to come quite a way just to pull in there and walk, not even a mile, and leave every day. So later, he befriended me kind of, and he started giving me rides, once a week or twice a week sometimes to, when things got so bad, the fumes, and I was running with them again out and camped. And he would take me to get groceries, buy what I could buy. Yeah. So anyway, it was May the 6th of 2013. And, I'd known him here a good while at this time. So usually he would come in, if I had groceries, he'd come in, sit them down, and he'd walk right out the front door. So this time there was a stool there, and he sat on it. And he had stopped by Bojangles up the street and bought a dinner, I believe, and a Coke. Well, I hadn't finished my Coke. And he had it. It didn't occur to me what's wrong with the scene other than he was sitting there and he didn't usually do it. That well, I wouldn't want him to. And he's kind of a young fella too, probably 35. To me, he's young. Um, anyway, he sat there and he said, "Would you like the rest of your Coke?" And I said, "Well, yeah." And he handed it to me, and I took a couple of sips of it. And then's when everything went. I looked at him, and the person I knew is Boyle. I won't say his first name. Uh, he he looked like his head was a balloon. This person had this red head, round head. His hair was parted directly, very distinct down the middle, each over the side. Weird how it was cut over in that part done. I didn't know anything after then. Uh, I woke up, that was on a Friday night, May the 6th. I woke up the next morning sitting on the end of the bed, and he was coming out of the bathroom. He left, and I was stunned. I didn't know what I was doing sitting there, what he was doing coming out of the bathroom. I made it over to the phone and to see what time it was, and it was about 3:30. So this time from 7:30 till 3:30 had elapsed. Where had I been? What had been done to me? I thought he had raped me, and I'm not sure he didn't. Anyway, I have a prolapsed bladder. I mean, I don't know what makes it, but my bladder fell some years ago, probably about 15, was tacked back up by a local doctor. I don't remember his name. Anyway, about a month and a half ago, it seemed to be falling again when I'd get out and try to walk, and I was having trouble with it. And I was told before that if it wasn't fixed, well, it was supposed to have been fixed, that I'd be wearing my bladder on the outside. They put it on the outside when of you, where it's visible and all this, if it gets that bad. Anyway, I wanted to get to the night of May the 6th that this happened with him. And I woke up. And I'd sent a video in about the horror stories where I've lived. Everywhere I've been, it's been um, the heating and air has been, conditioning has been like black mold, beyond belief to have to even try to turn it on and use it. And I've taken the pictures and I've put them up on Facebook, and I'm sure some of them have not been destroyed yet. And this is over time, and I've been uh, here in Roanoke. I've tried to leave and been run back here with it. I'm allergic to chemicals. Inflammation tears me up, and it's awful quiet outside. So I don't know. Do I get out of here? Where do I go? I leave half the stuff here I've put back together, and the Oryx no good anymore. So wow, makes me look. Well, somebody went by here. Makes you sound like they want you to sound, except people know better. So anyway, right after this happened, the next day on Saturday or that Monday, I can't remember. The one of the women managers, she worked in the office, came over and she told me to look at my video that it was gone that I'd made and sent to Channel 7 about the air and heating and all that and how dirty it was. Well, it wasn't there. She knew it was gone, so they had taken it that night. Uh, I remember that he grabbed my phone when he sat down, and I thought, oh no no no. Then he asked, did I want the my drink, finish the drink, and that's the end till the next morning. And then after she told me, the manager, so what's she doing knowing that the video's gone off my phone when I didn't? Okay, the next, I'm in pretty bad shape right now from the fumes in here, really, and I know it. So I don't know what to do. I can't get out and walk and pull a backpack up on the side of the mountain anymore. Um, anyway, I had sent the video to Channel 7, CBS here, and one of their guys was Hispanic, and he had called, I guess he called the office, so he was trying to work on it. He was pretty good. He was savvy and go-getter and all that. Well, it disappeared. This happened, it disappeared. I was taken out off the premises, and later he was charged with raping somebody, and he just about went to prison. So you can make your connections about what happened to him for telling the truth and trying to help me. So there you go. Anyway, finally the charges were dropped because this man did not try to rape her. This guy was a good guy, reporter, and he's gone. I don't know where now. But anyway, back to this. I was taken off the premises that night, obviously drugged and everything. Taken out later that week, next week after May the 6th, I got two or three, well, I know I got two, but maybe three phone calls from, I'm not going to put the name of it up. I may have in the past, but it's one of the clinics. It's over on, it wasn't Plantation Road, but I should have looked it up. Well, I'm not going to put it up anyway because it's scary what's being done to me. Um, anyway, they called me after hours that they'd be closed, and a couple of women called me and said, well, something about, but we're not going to charge you for what was done here. And I thought, well, what was done here? So I got their number, or they gave it to me, and I called them back. And it was a the clinic over on the other side of probably Roanoke, on the other side of it. So I had been taken there, and well, I'm going to put it this way, and brought back, and I don't know what else happened to me. I called Robert, who's U.S. Marshal, and he's with the FBI too. They switch them. They tell you they don't, but they do. He'd come up on the mountain and help me pull stuff up and down with things that look off key. No, and nobody ever thinks anything about it, or they just want to wash their hands of it. Anyway, I called him. I'd call a certain number I had, and it would answer Dillon, as in Marshall Dillon. So Robert, this is the last time I spoke with him too, after all these years. I called him about what had happened, and he said, "What did they put up in you?" And I said, I don't know. I knew they'd done something, put something up in me. And I told him, I said, I thought they gave me truth serum or something. They wanted to know about how I knew about subliminal hypnosis, mind control, and a couple of murders here in Roanoke area. And I'm not going to mention them because they're high powered and they're the ones that had me taken over there. So they put something up in me. I don't know if they gave me truth serum. Hell, I've been telling the truth. That's all I've ever told. So here I am, and all this is happening. So I either leave and brain dead, or hauled off like Anastasia was and murdered at, handcuffed, and you can guess, can't you?